Hello. Okay. So hello everyone. Hello and very good morning to all of you and welcome to the platform of IFAS. Good morning. Very good morning everyone. And who has joined? Okay. Those who have joined the session, very good morning. Brijraj. Good morning Sirji. Very good morning Brijraj. How are you? Okay, so let me tell you about this session. Okay, this session and this series of session. These sessions are going to be in English medium. Okay, those who have a language barrier. Okay, those who are supposed to learn in English. Okay, so this session is for them. Okay, so while learning, language should not be a barrier. Okay, so for those students who can understand English very easily, and yes, these sessions are for them. Okay, so just make sure that you like the session as well as share them to your friends, okay, who can understand these type of session, as well as those who are comfortable in Hindi but they can also understand in English. They also can attend this session. Okay, so very good morning Brijraj, and those who have joined us, welcome to IFS guys. And without wasting time, let us soon begin our session. Okay, so this series of session we are going to discuss bioinorganic chemistry. Okay, bioinorganic chemistry is one of the most important topic of your inorganic chemistry point of view. Okay, so if you see in inorganic chemistry there are many topics, but there are some topics those can help to score very easy marks. Okay, so bioinorganic is one of them. Bioinorganic chemistry will help you to score easy marks. Okay, because the concept that you study, the things that you study are repeatable. Okay, those are repeated very much. Okay, so that is why it is a very easy topic, but you have to make sure that you understand it to the depth. Okay, you understand it completely, then it is going to be very easy for you to score good marks in exam. Okay, and definitely bioinorganic chemistry will help you in scoring good marks. Okay, and it is one of the most interesting topic. Okay, apart from it will help you, yes, it will help you in scoring easy marks, but apart from that it is very interesting. Okay, it will relate your life, okay, your daily habits, okay, your lifestyle with chemistry. Okay, so that is why it is a very important topic to understand how we should live. Okay, so let us start this session. Okay, in today's session we are going to talk about porphyrin ring, okay, and metalloporphyrin rings, okay, that constitutes your heme unit. Okay, so for instance, whenever you fall sick, okay, when you are suffering from fever and something like this, when you consult to doctor tells you to have a blood test. Okay, so in that blood test you might have seen that you observe, yes, what you observe? Hemoglobin. Okay, you observe the levels of hemoglobin. Okay, so at that point of instance, okay, at that time you must have observed, you come across a term called hemoglobin. Yes, do all of you have came across hemoglobin word? Tell me. Diksha, good morning sir, very good morning Diksha. So just tell me guys, have you come across the word hemoglobin, or you have heard the word hemoglobin? Yes or no? Have you heard it? Yes, Brijraj is saying that yes sir, I have heard. Anju, good morning. Diksha is saying yes. Muhammad is also there. Hemoglobin, yes, definitely. So all of you have come across the word hemoglobin. Okay, so you might now get that why this topic is important for us. Okay, not from also inorganic point of view, exam point of view, but also from lifestyle point of view, how we should live, how we should cultivate our habits so that we can live healthy as well as happy. Okay, yes, so this topic is very good to understand how we should live. Okay, so we'll talk about hemoglobin also. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, let us start the discussion. So in today's session we are going to cover porphyrin ring, its spectral properties and heme unit as well. Okay, we are going to understand these topics, okay, in detail, and these topics are very easy. Okay, these subtopics that we are going to cover are very easy to understand. Okay, so let us start one by one. But before continuing, I have a little information to pass on to you. Those who are preparing for exams, either it can be SET, it can be NET, it can be GATE, or any other exam you want to target. Okay, so while targeting exam, you must have some helpful things that will help you to come across a subject very easy. Okay, that will make the subject very easy to understand, or that will help to qualify the exam. Okay, so you download the IFAS app, or you can visit the website www.ifasonline.com, where you will find a free content that will help you to clear your exam. Just like paper analysis is there, okay, for last 12 years, last 5 years exam cutoff, this will also be helpful for preparation. Last 12 years previous year questions, this is the most important thing. Okay, while you are preparing, you must have PYQs with you, so that you can have a look which type of question can be asked in the exam. Okay, and many more things that will help to keep you updated. Okay, so just download the IFAS app or log into www.ifasonline.com and make sure you utilize these things in your preparation. Okay, so let's keep moving, guys. Okay, so there are many important I can say elements. Okay, if you have a look at periodic table, you will find approximately around 118 elements. Okay, 118 elements. Now in these 118 elements, okay, for our biological activity, okay, for our biochemistry, some of these elements are harmful for us, they are toxic for us, while some of these elements are very much important for us, very much important for us to conduct day-to-day life. Okay, to conduct the life process that are happening within us. Okay, just now while I breathe, okay, just now while I breathe like this, I inhale oxygen. Now while inhaling oxygen, it needs to be transferred at the site of activity or at the site of process that is happening. So this is carried by your iron, this is carried by your iron. Okay, so like this, this is one of the example that will show you the importance of your elements. Okay, so every process that has been carried is associated with some kind of element. Okay, some kind of metal, some kind of non-metal, some kind of element. Okay, so you are constituted, you are made up of your periodic table. Okay, you are nothing but you are I can say the coagulation of different type of arrangements of your periodic elements. Now in this, some might be harmful for you, but some might be helpful, or some might be important for your vital processes. Okay, so in these, some of the elements like hydrogen, potassium, sodium, magnesium, calcium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, etc. Okay, so these are the some elements that are very much essential for our daily day-to-day life process that are happening within us. Okay, so around 30 elements, nearly 30 elements are considered to be essential for us. Now what does essential means? Essential means without that the process cannot happen. Okay, without those elements the process cannot occur. Okay, so that means essential elements. Okay, so in these essential elements, some of them are presented in front of you. Okay, so these are some essential elements. Okay, so now understand the irony in those things. Okay, now understand the irony. So when the life started around 4.5 billion years ago, there was nothing. Okay, there was nothing. Okay, so now I am going to tell you how evolution has been occurring. Okay, so when life started around 4.5 billion years ago, okay, so there was nothing on this planet, okay, except few gases, few elements, okay, and that too are supposed to be supposed to be coming from different environment or out of the space. So now these elements, okay, so now these elements, okay, and there was a very hot atmosphere around 4.5 billion years ago, okay, and there were certain clouds as well, there were lightning as well, okay, and due to that lightning, what has occurred is different I can say mixture of elements were present at that time. So now this different mixture of elements were heated, okay, by the lightning. Okay, lightning provides heat and it catalyzes the reaction or it initiates the reaction. So from there different elements were gulp up with each other. Okay, they were combining with each other and they started to produce different type of molecules. For instance, the first molecules were prepared were some of like H2, water, methane and ammonia. Okay, so these were the kind of molecules or compounds that were prepared earlier by the lightning, okay, which initiated the reaction in these elements. Okay, so from there, okay, from there what happened, different species were formed that were very very premature. Okay, they were very primary conditions, but later on the evolution occurred and these species or these organisms like bacteria, microorganisms, they combined with each other in some sort and produced a larger species, larger creature, and that creature was supposed to be living in water, but evolution took it out of water. Okay, so now the animal, the creature that was supposed to be living in water, it wanted to go outside of water, it wanted to explore outside of water in air and conditions, okay, in air environment, okay, outer environment of water. So there it could go outside for some minutes, okay, but it had to come back before that. Okay, so you might have seen some kind of fishes that can come out of water for some minutes or some hours and later they go back into water, okay, because of oxygen depletion. They can take oxygen from water. So now this process occurred many number of times. This process occurred many number of times and slowly your water creature got evolved and they later get converted into land species or land creatures. Okay, so this is how evolution has took place. Okay, so if I draw here a point, this is the point of evolution. Everything started from this. Okay, development of different type of creatures. Okay, these are land creatures, these are mammals, these are water creatures. Different type of creature were existing at a single point which got evolved due to different actions and different environment present at that time. Okay, so now understand one more thing. Okay, around 4.5 billion year ago life started on this planet and later got evolved. At first some of the elements that I am saying are essential for us, for example iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. So these elements were earlier toxic for us. Okay, understand the irony or understand the evolution aspect. So these elements were toxic for us, okay, while we were exposed to that first time. Okay, when we were exposed to them for the first time, they were toxic for us. Okay, the system or the environment, the body could not respond in a good manner because they were toxic for us. But by getting continuously exposed to those elements, we developed a certain sense of tolerance. Okay, we developed a certain sense of tolerance to those elements. So now, actually at first they were lethal. Lethal in the sense means what? Whenever you get in contact with them, whenever you intake them, that might cause death. That means lethal. Okay, so at first they were lethal. But as we evolved and got continuously exposed to those elements, we got tolerant for them. Okay, we developed a tolerance for them. So later those elements were not lethal for us but were toxic. Toxic means what? If you intake them, okay, if the concentration of those element exceeds further some level, then it might cause that. That means toxic. Okay, that means toxic. But later as we got continuously exposed to them, those elements which were toxic, which were lethal at first, become a essential element for us. They become essential element for us. Try to understand this evolution aspect because it will mesmerize you. Okay, it will develop the curiosity out of you for to understand bio-inorganic aspect of chemistry, that is biochemistry. Okay, so this is how evolution has took place. Okay, you can see that some elements that were toxic for you, okay, later got essential for you. Now those were essential. Without those elements you cannot live. Okay, so this is how you develop tolerance for anything. Okay, this is how you evolve. And you might have heard the aspect survival of the fittest. Those who keep exposing, yes, those who keep exposing them with different type of aspects, with different environments, with different elements, with different tasks, with different new things, they will survive. But those who are very lazy, those who will not expose them to any kind of conditions or tasks, anything that is related to life, they will not survive. Or I can say, okay, that was a premature thing earlier, that was exactly said, but now the terms have changed. Okay, at that time it was correct, but now survival of the fittest means those who are willing to sacrifice themselves, okay, sacrifice their ideas and try to expose them to new things, okay, learning new habits, learning new things. Okay, so they will keep moving on. Okay, they will succeed in life. But those who are lazy, they don't want to try any new things, they don't want to fail, they will not succeed in life. Okay, they will remain where they were, okay, at first. Okay, so this is how life is. Okay, so to put it in simple terms, life is a kora kagas. You might have heard the term kora kagas, okay, blank paper. Okay, it is what you make out of it. Okay, how you write the story of your life, that makes your life. Okay, so this is the aspect of bioinorganic chemistry, and this point is what excites us to learn bioinorganic chemistry. Okay, and I can see that many of our friends have joined. Aruna, Vijay Dodve, Ankita, Pragati, Preeti. Good morning everyone, very good morning. Okay, hope you have liked this session, and as well as share this session with your friends also. Okay, and if you are new to the channel, make sure that you have subscribed to this channel to get the latest notification, exam related notification. Okay, so let's get going guys. Okay, so now let us talk about these elements in detail. So now you can see that there are different classification of elements that are required for us or that are not required for us. Okay, so for example, there are some kind of essential element. Okay, what are essential element? Essential element are those elements that are absolutely necessary. That means it must be present in our body so that our daily life process can occur. Okay, without any kind of obstacle or hurdles. okay, those are called as essential elements. Okay, oxygen, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, phosphorus, sodium, potassium, magnesium, chlorine, calcium, sulfur. These are some essential elements. Okay, and make sure to remember these elements because these are asked in exams also. Okay, a question might come. Okay, they will provide 4 options A, B, C and D. Okay, and they will give different set of element. Okay, I will say here M1, M2, M3, M4, or I can say oxygen, calcium, hydrogen and carbon. Okay, they will make 4 different combination of elements and they will ask which of these set of elements are essential for us. Okay, so in that time you must remember the essential element, then only you can pick the answer correctly, or otherwise you might make a negative marking. Okay, Raghuram Savarao and Shopping Era 98. Good morning, sir. Very good morning to you also. Hope you are having a very good day. Okay. So now, the next term that you might come across is trace elements. So now, what are trace elements? Yes, trace elements are also necessary for life process. Okay, trace elements are also necessary for the life process, but it does not mean that if they are absent, that might hurdle the process or life reactions that are occurring. That means it can be present, it is very good. If it's not present, then it is not that much kind of urgency. Okay, it's okay if it is absent. Okay, so these are trace elements. Non-essential elements, if they are absent, other elements may serve the same function. Okay, if they are absent, then other elements may serve the same function. For example, okay, let me take a element X. Okay, X carries a certain aspect or certain life process that is essential for that is required for the life process. But if it's absent, okay, so now let us imagine it is absent, but some other element is also present. I can say Y. So now with the help of Y, this process is carried out. Okay, or this reaction is carried out. Okay, so these are called as non-essential elements. Okay, these are called as non-essential elements. Okay, so now the fourth term that you might come across is toxic elements. What are toxic elements, guys? Can you guess it? Yes? Just let me see who can define toxic element. Okay, let us see how you can define toxic elements. Gasi Ganti Swati. Good morning, sir. Very good morning, Swati. How are you? The Moon. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Moon. Hope you are also doing good. Okay, just guys, I have given you a question. Okay, just tell me what are toxic elements. Okay, you can see the examples: cadmium, arsenic, lead, Hg, that means mercury, nickel and chromium. These are toxic elements examples. Okay, so these are the example of toxic elements. But sir, tell me what does toxic element means? Okay, just tell me what does toxic element means? Okay, I am audible. Yes, just I wanted to make sure that you are hearing me properly, because I couldn't see any kind of reply here. So I just made sure that I am audible. Okay, I am getting comments. Okay, I am getting answers. So let us check who has given the first answer. Pragati Singh. Okay, the elements which may cause death or lethal in nature. Yes, exactly. Very good, Pragati. Diksha is saying toxic elements leads to death. Okay, in simple terms, okay, toxic is equal to hospital, or in certain conditions it can be death. Okay, hospital bed. Okay, Elements that can cause disease if the present in low or higher amounts. No anjo. Okay, even if they are present in lower amounts to a certain level. Okay, if they are present in higher amounts than that can cause disease or that can cause death. Okay, hospital bed means disease. Okay, you might have heard the news. Okay, so due to arsenic poisoning, due to mercury poisoning, due to lead poisoning, okay, certain number of people were admitted to hospital. Okay, and now they are out of danger. Okay, you might come across these kinds of news. Okay, yes, hazardous elements. Sabya Singh, yes, exactly right. Okay, so this is different type of elements. So these are different type of elements: essential, trace, non-essential, and toxic. Okay, and one more thing that I would like to relate it with our daily life. Okay, so because we are learning bioinorganic chemistry, it is very much essential to connect it with our daily life. Okay, so to try to get the things right. Okay, so what I was saying, that you might also come across the news that your vegetables, due to using of different water. Okay, so the water that you are using to cultivate the vegetables, it must be pure. Okay, but in metro cities, for example Bangalore, okay, so for growing the vegetables they use the sewage water. Okay, they use the sewage water. So what happens there? Okay, in that sewage water many harmful elements exist, many toxic elements exist. For example cadmium, mercury, zinc, not zinc, okay, arsenic. Okay, so these kind of elements exist in the sewage water. So now when we are growing plants or vegetables, if we use that sewage water, what happens? The plants will utilize that sewage water, okay, to grow, and that sewage water which is containing toxic elements, that are transferred to the vegetables indirectly. Okay, so you might have heard the news that in Bangalore, the vegetable that are supposed to be healthier, that are supposed to be making us healthy, that are causing disease. Okay, what a irony in our life. Okay, it is very sad that we have come to this point, that for growing vegetable they are causing us harm more than toxic gases. Okay, because if you can identify what is toxic, you will avoid it. But if you think this is making us healthy, those vegetable, if we eat it, it will make us healthy, but they are causing disease. Okay, they are causing disease. Okay, so this is the irony of life. Okay, so now I would like to tell all of you that keep your environment clean. Okay, keep your environment clean, use less plastic. Okay, the single use plastic things like carry bag or water bottle, okay, avoid that. In place of water bottles, avoid plastic bottles. Instead of them, you can use copper bottle, steel bottle, glass bottle as well. But a glass bottle is breakable, so it is better to use a steel bottle. Okay, because it is very handy. Okay, you can use it for 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, 5 years. Okay, number of years until it gets damaged. Okay, so try to replace those unhealthy behaviors. Okay, one more thing I would like to add here is that pans, okay, non-stick pans that we use, okay, that silicone utensils that we use, okay, silicone utensils like glass spoon or that chamach that is used to cook food, okay, that is very toxic for us. Okay, they will say this is temperature resistant, but that is not 100% temperature resistance. Some of the material gets mixed with your foods and that causes damage to your life. Okay, so now you will think that it is making the food which we are eating is making us healthy, but the food contains that toxic materials that is causing you disease. Okay, so try to observe these kind of things in your daily life, okay, which is causing harm to you. Okay, so there are certain type of activities that we do, okay, unknowingly they are causing us disease. Okay, so try to observe those things and remove them from your daily life. Okay, okay, so now let's move on. Basic chemical reactions in the biological system and the role of metal. Okay, so here I have taken some examples. Okay, for example, sodium and potassium. Okay, they are participating in nerve signaling. Okay, nerve signaling. Okay, what is nerve signaling? Yes, to transfer information. Yes, to transfer information, nerve signaling is very much necessary. Okay, suppose here there is fire. Okay, here there is fire. Okay, now if you put your hand in this fire, there is a signal to the brain that this is harmful for you. Okay, this might cause you death. This kind of signal is sent to the brain. So now immediately when you put your hands in the fire, the signal goes to the brain and immediately it shows reflexes, okay, response to the stimuli. Okay, so this kind of behavior is carried out with the help of sodium as well as potassium. Also you might have heard the system sodium potassium pump. Okay, we will discuss that also in our coming session. Sodium potassium pump. Okay, sodium goes in Nokia. We will describe it the word with Nokia. Okay, it is a trick. Sodium goes out, potassium goes in, and ATP are used for this process. Okay, so we will also come across these kind of tricks and we will try to make these kind of tricks so that you can remember the processes very easily. Okay, yes, potassium ions activate many enzymes and participate in the oxidation of glucose to produce ATP. Okay, so this is kind of process that are occurring, and not only this process, there are many thousand of processes that are going in your body, okay, that you are not aware of. Okay, but that is what sustaining you, that is what keeping you alive. Okay, so here you can see that different elements are necessary for these activities. Okay, calcium, let us talk about calcium. It is one of the major constituents of your bones and teeth to keep your bones healthy as well as your teeth intact. Okay, so that you can have enjoy various, if you have teeth you can enjoy various kinds of food. Okay, so for a long age, okay, up to your 70 years old till you are 80 years old, if you have teeth you can enjoy food. Okay, so to have healthier teeth, so to have healthier bones, calcium is necessary. Okay, calcium is necessary, and not only for this purpose, for neuromuscular function. Yes, transmission of nerve signals between neurons, maintenance of rigidity of cell wall, coagulation of bloods. For these kind of process, calcium is necessary. Okay, so I am trying to relate the elements which are important for you. Okay, so I am trying to pass on the information. Okay, so you can understand how these elements are important for you. Okay, so you can have a vision, a picture that these elements are important and we should live healthy life. Okay, okay, so now first we will talk about porphyrin ring. Okay, so let us talk about porphyrin ring. Okay, so now tell me, okay, tell me where the porphyrin ring is used. Okay, just tell me, I'm here only. Okay, where the porphyrin ring is present, just tell me. Okay guys, so I can see there are many replies, there are many comments. Okay, first of all, okay, Anju has said heme, Diksha has also said heme unit, Muhammad hemoglobin, myoglobin, yes, exactly, well said Muhammad. Anju, hemoglobin, myoglobin. Suryansh Rajput, okay. Okay, great. Okay, so yes, definitely. Okay, so first of all, this porphyrin ring that you will come across is found in where? Is found in hemoglobin, that is written as HB, and myoglobin, that is written as MB. Okay, MB means not megabytes, not megabits also. MB means myoglobin for us, because we are a chemistry student. Okay, if you are a computer science student, then MB means what? Megabits. Okay, so in there also this means megabits. Okay, so if I write like this means megabytes. Okay, I think you know this. Okay, but okay, keep sure in mind that whenever MB is asked for us, okay, so you tell them that MB means what? Myoglobin. Okay, MB means what? Myoglobin. Okay, so these kind of metalloenzymes are not metalloenzymes, metalloproteins. Okay, they are made up of what? Porphyrin ring. Porphyrin ring is essential for these metalloproteins. Okay, so now let us try to understand what this porphyrin ring is. Okay, so that we can understand hemoglobin as well as myoglobin in detail. Okay, so porphyrin ring is a large ring. Okay, if you have learnt, if you understand coordination compounds, there are different type of ligands. Okay, you might come across monodentate ligand, you might come across bidentate ligand, negatively charged ligand, positively charged ligand. Okay, polydentate ligands, and in that one more type is macrocyclic ligand. Okay, in that one more type is macrocyclic ligand. Okay, can you define me what is a macrocyclic ligand? Yes, can every one of you, not just any one of you, every one of you. Okay, I want every one of you to try to define, try to understand what is macrocyclic ligand. Yes, and it is very simple. You can guess it by the name of the species or the name. Okay, what is macrocyclic ligand? Okay, if you broke the elements in it, okay, if you break the word, you will find here macro, and you will find cyclic, and you will find ligand. Okay, and also you might come across the word chelating ligand. Okay, so we can say that macrocyclic ligand is very much stable, more stable than chelating ligand. Okay, macrocyclic ligand is more stable than chelating ligand. Why it is said that, sir? Yes, Anju has defined it, large size of ligand. Okay, Muhammad is saying big cyclic ligand. Yes, exactly correct. Okay, what we should do is we should keep the things very simple. Okay, what we understand, try to define those things. Okay, you don't have to have a very large number of vocabulary. Okay, very high non-understandable words. Okay, keep it simple. Big cyclic ligand, that is very good. Large size ligand, very good. Okay, apart from that, Vasu is saying, sir, macrocyclic ligands are the ligands which coordinate with the metal to form large cyclic cage compound. Yes, very good, Vasu. Okay, so macrocyclic ligands are very large ligands, sir. Okay, and when it combines with the metal, it becomes more stable than the chelating ligands. It will make the coordination complex that is being formed more stable than the chelating ligands itself. Okay, so now porphyrin is also a macrocyclic ligand. Porphyrin is also what? A macrocyclic ligand. Okay, it is a very large ring molecule. Okay, which is made up of how many pyrrole rings? 4 pyrrole rings. Okay, it is made up of 4 pyrrole rings. Okay, you can see here, okay, this is pyrrole ring, okay, this is pyrrole, okay, which is a heterocyclic compound. Okay, heterocyclic means what? Different elements are present, heteroatoms are present, nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur or any type of these elements apart from carbon. Okay, these pyrrole rings are linked by a chain of single and double bond forming a huge ring. Okay, so let me just show you directly the much hyped pyrrole ring, much hyped porphyrin ring. Okay, so this is your porphyrin ring. Okay, I will just make sure that it is visible for you. Yes, I will just make sure that this is visible for you. This is your pyrrole ring. Sorry. This is your porphyrin ring. Okay, this is your porphyrin ring. What happens, sir? Yes, we take 4 pyrrole ring like this. Okay, 4 pyrrole ring. Okay, plus 4 CH2 units, because you can see that these 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 pyrrole rings are connected, yes, with each other with the help of CH2. 1 CH2, 2 CH2, third CH2 and this is a 4th CH2 unit. Okay, so this is how they are connected with each other, forming a large cyclic ligand. Okay, forming a large cyclic ligand. Okay, so hopefully you are getting what I am trying to convince you. Okay, so now understand the structure of this pyrrole ring, sorry, porphyrin ring. Okay, understand the structure of this porphyrin ring. Okay, so there are 4 pyrrole ring present and these 4 pyrrole rings are connected with each other with the help of methane bridging. Okay, methane bridging, that is CH2 bridging. Okay, and you can find it here alternate single bond as well as double bond. Okay, so just tell me how many double bonds are present in this ring. Yes, just count and tell me how many double bonds are present in this ring. Yes, very good guys. Okay, so here you will find 11 pi bonds. Okay, 11 pi bonds and these 11 pi bonds are in conjugation. Okay, so here I can say conjugation is present. Okay, conjugation is present. Also I can tell this that this ring is planar. Okay, so this ring is planar. Okay, so what I am hinting here, sir? Yes, I am giving here some hints. Okay, so to get an answer out of you. Okay, so I have 11 pi bonds, conjugation is also present, planar ring is there. So tell me whether this ring is aromatic, anti-aromatic or non-aromatic, anti-aromatic or aromatic. Okay, yes. So therefore this is aromatic. Okay, this is aromatic. Very good guys, very good, brilliant. Okay, so therefore I can say that this porphyrin ring is what? Aromatic in nature, and because of its aromatic in nature it is very stable. Okay, it is very stable. Okay, so it can sustain a large variation of temperature as well as pH. Okay, it can sustain a large variation of pH as well as temperature also. Okay, so this is my porphyrin ring. Okay, so now understand that this one porphyrin ring you can come across is very much useful in making different species, different metalloproteins. If this combines with magnesium, chlorophyll is formed. Okay, what is chlorophyll? It is a pigment that is present in the leaf of plant, okay, that synthesizes foods, okay. So if it combines this, if the porphyrin ring combines with cobalt, vitamin B12 is formed, and if the porphyrin ring is combined with iron, yes, your blood is formed, sir. Yes, your rakt, yes, is formed, okay. And if it's combined with nitrogen, nickel, coenzyme F430 is formed. Coenzyme F430 is formed, okay. So these are different kind of metalloproteins that are being formed with a single ligand if it combines with different type of elements, okay, cobalt, iron, nickel, magnesium, okay. So this is why your porphyrin ring is very much important. But keep in mind that this porphyrin ring needs changes, it needs development or some kinds of modification, okay. This needs modification here, modification here as well, sir, modification here as well, to make that metalloprotein, to make chlorophyll, to make vitamin B12, to make coenzyme F430, okay. Yes, hope you are getting my point, okay. So now I think you are getting why it is very much important, okay. So now that I have make you understand that's it, why it's important, okay. So let us keep moving, okay. But before moving, I want to tell you about something, okay. CSIR NET 2024, whether you are targeting June or December exam, you can enroll in our batch, okay. And yes, and crack exam, okay, and crack CSIR NET and get JRF, okay. And you can get flat 75% off, okay, if you use the promo code IFAS 75. If you use the promo code IFAS 75, you will get flat 75% off, okay. Okay, and if you are engaged, okay, in clearing, if you want to clear BARC examination, okay, you can enroll in our BARC OCES 2024 exclusive recorded course, okay, and that too at 75% off by using the promo code IFAS 75, that by using the promo code IFAS 75, okay. And one more thing, guys, okay, if you want test series for BARC, it's also present, okay, you can enroll in this test series also, okay, and you have to use the promo code IFAS 75, okay. And hopefully you clear your BARC as well as CSIR NET examination in the upcoming sessions, okay. So let us continue, guys, okay, let us continue. So now I will take porphyrin ring, I will take here porphyrin ring, okay. Now this porphyrin ring, okay, if you take its spectral property, okay, let us talk about its spectral property. So now at first what you will identify here is, sir, here tell me just how many different H1 NMR signals you will get. Okay, so I have a question for you, okay, I have a question for you. So tell me how many number of H1 signals you will get, okay, how many signals you will get here, okay. I haven't exactly told you the number of hydrogens or the type of hydrogens, okay, so you have to make a guess regarding it. Yes, okay, I am getting answers. Diksha is saying, sir, 3. Anju is also saying 3, okay. Vasu, sir, 2 type, okay, great Vasu, great. Pragati, 3. Muhammad, 3, okay. And Vasumitra, sir, 3, okay. I think you have realized what you were missing, Vasu, okay. No problem, no problem, okay. First we need to try, guys, okay. So those who are somewhat are hesitant of trying, okay, they are very much focused on the outcome, okay. What if I am wrong, okay, I cannot be right, okay. So leave these kinds of thing behind, okay. Just freely answer the question. It can be either correct or it can be either wrong. Okay, you must understand what we are learning these things. Okay, and while learning, mistakes are bound to happen. Okay, mistakes are bound to happen. So therefore, don't be hesitant of answering the question, because it can be wrong. Okay, let it be wrong. Okay, let it be wrong. And I am saying that try to answer wrong answers. Okay, try to answer wrong answers. No problem in that. Okay, but it needs to get correct, or it needs to get better day by day. Okay, so keep improving yourself. Okay, so let us try to understand what are the different type of hydrogens present here in this ring. Okay, so first of all, if you see this ring carefully, you will find the pyrrole hydrogens here, 1 and 2. Okay, you will find here pyrrole hydrogens, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. Okay, so you will get a signal for these kind of hydrogens, and these hydrogens are termed as beta hydrogen because they are not alpha, and apart from that you will find here CH hydrogens also. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, yes, there are CH hydrogens are present, and these hydrogens are called as meso hydrogens. These hydrogens are called as meso hydrogens. And one more type of hydrogens that you can observe here is this NH type of hydrogens as well. Okay, NH type of hydrogens. So you will get total 3 signals here. Okay, so you will get how many signals here? 3 signals. Okay, and once it combines, once your porphyrin ring combines with a metal, this becomes metalloporphyrin ring. Okay, any metal, it can be any metal, then it is called metalloporphyrin ring. But if specifically it combines with iron, okay, if specifically it combines with which element? Iron, then it is called as heme unit. Now just tell me, in this heme unit that is being formed here, how many number of different signals you will observe here? Yes, just tell me the number of H1NMR signal that you will observe here. Okay, yes, brilliant guys, brilliant. Okay, so you will observe how many number of signals? Yes, there will be only 2 signals now, because you can see that this hydrogen gets vanished, so that it can bound with your, so that it can coordinate with your iron. Okay, so in the image you will find here hydrogens, but it should not be present, so I will clear it with the white ink. Okay, so you can see here these NH hydrogens will vanish, then only it will become a dianionic species, and then only it can coordinate with your iron and form the beautiful ring called as heme ring. Okay, the beautiful ring called heme ring. Okay, so here you will observe how many signals? 2 signals only, sir. Which? For this beta hydrogens, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And one more signal for this meso hydrogens, and this is how your heme ring is formed. Okay, yes, so now that you have understood the heme ring, okay, okay, just tell me if there are any questions that is present in your mind. Okay, so if you are having any kind of questions, just let me know. Okay, so do you guys have any questions regarding this? If you want to ask, then feel free to ask any kind of questions here. And yes, make sure to like this session, guys. Okay, otherwise it will be very inappropriate and it will not be a justified thing to do. Okay, so just make sure to like the session as well. Okay, great, great. Okay, so now I will give you a homework question here. Okay, so I will give you a homework question. Okay, what will be the question here? So now I will take here 4 pyrrole rings like this. Okay, 4 pyrrole rings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll take here 4 acetaldehydes, or actually formaldehyde. Okay, H C double bond OH, 4 units. Now combine in this reaction, I will take DDQ as well as dichloromethane, okay, which is a solvent, and your DDQ is used for cyclization. It is used for cyclization. Okay, so here just guess what is being formed here, A, and what needs to be reacted with. Okay, so now A is formed. Whether if I react it with your H plus or OH minus, okay, which pathway will produce porphyrin ring? Okay, which pathway will produce porphyrin ring? Just tell me this. Okay, or else I can say which is I can say here 1 or 2. Okay, I will take here as first pathway, and this is going to be the second pathway. Okay, so the question is which pathway 1 or 2 leads to formation of heme unit, Okay, so just try to understand and answer this question, and meanwhile when you try this question, just let me know in the comment box. Okay, pass your answers in the comment box so that I can see who has answered and whether your answer is correct or wrong. Okay, and in the next session we will continue, and while continuing we'll see who has answered this correctly. Okay, no, don't answer this here. Okay, if you are answering, it's fine, but let me check. Okay, so the motivation behind this is that I should get who is answering, who has understood this topic correctly. Okay, who is able to solve this question. Okay, so that's the motivation behind this question, and now I'll sum up this and this session here, guys. Okay, so it was very nice having with you, being with you. Thank you so much, and happy learning, guys. Okay, so see you tomorrow. Okay, so tomorrow we will meet at 9 a.m. sharp. 9 a.m. sharp. Okay, where sir? Where sir? Yes, at your one and only one learning stop, IFAS YouTube channel. Okay, we will meet at IFAS YouTube channel right here. Okay, okay, sir, please take a session for F block. Yes, definitely, Vasu. In the coming session we will discuss F block also. Okay, no worries. Okay, thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, and happy learning to all of you.